Today I want us to talk about 5 things that will improve your life, influence self-growth, and also help in leveling up in the year 2022. Hi guys, so today is another day we are going to deep dive. We're going to dive deep on self-growth and self-development. And this is because some of the things that most of successful people do, they are not taught in class and or on formal education. And this is the section that I love most because as I said, this channel is all about learning together and moving on together and trying to thrive in life. If you're one of people who watch without subscribing, why do you just watch without subscribing? Just go subscribe, click now. Anyway, today I want us to talk about 5 things that I have notes. Actually, I have very detailed notes. 5 things that will improve your life, influence self-growth, and also help in leveling up in the year 2022. One of my favorite quotes is by one of the entrepreneurs in America. It's called Jim Rohn, and he states that formal education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. So if you want to make a fortune, if you want to, succeed in life and, have self-fulfillment, self-education is the way to go. I promise you, if you do these 5 things, by the end of 2022, you will be a different person in a better way and in an improved manner, and people will start noticing the change in your life. So the first thing that you need for self-improvement, leveling up, and also self-growth is setting up weekly goals or planning your week ahead. And research has shown that people who plan their week have higher chances of accomplishing their long-term goals compared to people who have long-term goals without, breaking them down into simpler tasks and, to do strategies. Planning your week ahead takes less than 1 hour, let's say 30 minutes to 1 hour. But that changes your life if you do it consistently and you follow that. So a good way is just writing down every Sunday evening or before you begin your week, you write down 3 goals that you want to achieve in that week. If you have, what you want to achieve by 5 years or by 10 years, you need to have consistent actions and set goals that are weekly or daily in order to achieve these bigger goals. You have to break down, you need to break down your goals into smaller things. So every Sunday, just take few minutes, write 3 goals or 3 things that you want to achieve in that week, and this gives you a motivation this gives you a motivation on things that you're looking forward to achieve by that week, and it helps with that. Personally, I usually have daily planner or a yearly planner, which I provide, I provide details of what I want to achieve in each and every day. As you can see, I've detailed out on how I do this planning on a video. I'll link it here if you want to see how I do it, my last year's planner and this year's planner. And this really helps me to look forward on now what I want to achieve, because first of all, doing a PhD is a very long process, and you're doing every day you do same thing over and over and over again. So not having a plan can lead you to being stuck in one stage. I've realized the days that I don't plan ahead, the week just moves on, you know. It just flow, going with the, you know, the saying of going with the flow. You find that the week just ends and then you have nothing that you've achieved. And but when you plan for that week, you realize, oh, this week I had planned to do this, but I was not able to do it, so I'm going to carry it forward to the next week. Or this week I had planned to achieve this and I achieved it, so it's time to celebrate on Friday or Saturday. So take a moment each and every end of the week on Sunday and, you know, plan 3 things that you want to achieve for the following day. And by the end of the year, you're going to see you've achieved so much in so short time. This is not only to students, actually, it's for everybody. Have you ever noticed when you're even going to work 8 to 5 job, when you're just waking up and going to the job and you don't have a particular task to go and achieve that day, you just feel, you don't feel motivated to work, and sometimes you feel, oh, why do I even do this work? But if you have like a particular thing that you want to achieve, you feel, you know, motivated to wake up early in the morning, preparing and going to work to achieve that goal. The second thing that would help leveling up your life or help in self-growth as a person is reading self-development books. And this is because self-development books helps in, you know, learning from person's experiences, from previous people's experience or their personal, you know, failures, so that we don't repeat the same, you know, strategies that they used and they failed. So it's like a shortcut. Reading self-development books is like a shortcut to improving your life without going through mistakes that other people have gone through. Successful people are not people that are, you know, intelligent, but is people who have, you know, certain behaviors. If you have certain behavior like reading, for instance, if you read more self-development books, you'll improve your life more compared to someone who is just depending on their own intelligence. Personally, as a first generation person from my family, you know, to go to university, to go to college, do my first degree, do my master's and do my PhD, I feel self-development books have really made me who I am. They have motivated me. They have, you know, increased my my ambition to achieve things. Getting to know examples of people who are in a similar situation that I have been, and I've really made it in life. This is what has been my motivation, because in my family I didn't have people that I can look, you know, up to, or people that I can say, oh, my father or my mother had a college degree, these are the failures that they went through, or the process that they went through. So yeah, they have made me who I am. I also feel like self-development books are also a way through which someone can heal from previous traumas. If you have no means to be able to access therapy sessions because resources are limited, right? But buying a book with you know, information on how different people have dealt with their traumas in the past, it helps us also you know, process all our traumas and being able to heal through reading. So if you already now in, you know, in a situation where you feel you cannot afford a therapy session, I think the best way is just buy a self-development book, buy books that are related to the situation or your experience, and read them and start healing before you are able to get access to a therapist. The third way to be able to level up in 2022 is, you know, becoming master of many things. You remember the quote that says, jack of all trades, is a master of none. People don't finish this quote, because the full quote is, a jack of all trades is a master of none, but often better than master of one. What does this mean? For me, this means that it's better to have knowledge and to have a growth mindset whereby you are flexible to be able to learn things in other fields and in other areas that you don't know, than when people start talking on a certain area, you have no idea and you keep quiet. I like having a little knowledge. I like having curiosity of being able to have just average knowledge on all dimensions of life. For instance, if you want to learn about law, when people are talking about law and they're talking about injunctions or whatever, and you have no idea on what does that mean. So when that topic comes up, when you are in a group, you keep quiet. But these are things that you can learn. It's something that doesn't take like forever. It just needs 30 minutes to understand just little knowledge on law. Or if you want to learn something to do with medicine, I feel like I've become a specialist because I watch a lot of medical drama series, and changing our fixed mindset to a growth mindset. And what I mean by that is that I'm reading this book called Getting Smarter, and it explains differences between fixed mindset and growth mindset. And for instance, I just read one of the key things here, that it says, in a fixed mindset, you are either smart or you are not. People are just the way they are. And also, if you don't have any talent, it's better not to undertake certain things. But in a growth mindset, is like practice and effort will get you far. That's the mindset that you have. Everybody can always gain new experiences, as another mindset. And also, a person keeps changing their whole life long. So that's a kind of mindset that needs to, to level up in life, to improve your life. Because if you just think like, I'm either dumb or I'm either skilled, and you don't change that mindset and know, oh, I can learn something, I can learn a certain skill and still get good at it, whether I'm talented or not. So that's the kind of mindset that we need to change. And there are different ways through which we can learn and gain skills and change our mindset. And some of ways through which you can broaden your range of knowledge is just through, for instance, watching TV shows that are educative. For instance, I will recommend you watch Suits. You watch Grey's Anatomy, for instance. You watch The Residents, New Amsterdam. Those are some of the shows for me. When I watch, I'm like, oh, I learn new thing. I learn about cancer. I learn about medical terms. So when I go to a doctor and they talk about something, I had this, I had this in a TV series. So yeah, also you can watch YouTube videos. And one of the channels that I really love going to if I want to learn something new is watching Ali Abdaal YouTube channel, because he talks about, self-development, ways, strategies, reading books, summarizes books and all that. And I have another YouTube channel that I love a lot, which is called What I Have Learned. And this one provides YouTube videos on things that are scientifically proven, on science, food, intermittent fasting, protein, becoming a vegan and all that. So with all this, you being able to, expand your knowledge and being able to accommodate other things than just having fixed mindset. You can read books, you can listen to podcasts. There are so many ways through which you can broaden your knowledge on things, and this helps in getting your mindset from fixed mindset to a growth mindset. you can actively influence creation of brain networks that, you know, improve your performance and productivity. When you learn new things, your brain branches and creates more networks compared to when you just have an like less knowledge on a particular area. Go to Google. People underrate the power of internet and Google. Just go to Google, see some of the articles, blogs, videos that are there, and just, you know, broaden your knowledge in different areas so that when people are talking in a certain area, you have something to say because you are up to, you know, to current affairs on that particular area. And the fourth thing that I want to discuss about leveling up in 2022 or you know, improving your life is just changing your appearance. You know, the first thing that someone sees when they meet you is your appearance. They just see who you are before they learn how wise you are, what's your behavior, what's your character, and all that. So I think that's something that people underrate a lot, but just being well groomed, having, you know, a well presentable physique. And I don't mean by having to buy expensive things to look good. No. I just mean, just, you know, if it's hair, have you shaved your hair well? If it's about clothing, are they just high-end clothes? And I think one of the guys that really talks about appearance is Benjamin Zulu, and I don't know whether you know him, but he talks about appearance when it comes to, you know, for instance, dating and being able to, you know, attract someone. You don't just come out of the house looking, I don't know how. And he says, just do bare minimum, do the basics, like make sure if you're going outside of the house, wear a nice shirt which is clean and high-end. It doesn't have to be very expensive. Just ensure this year when you're presenting yourself or you're going out is something that you just need to learn and to create as an habit. When you're going out of the house, just ensure your appearance is something that you yourself, if you were seeing or if you were meeting yourself, you will be impressed. So the final thing that I want to talk about, how this year we can be able to level up and improve our lives, is also learning on how to do finances. And I don't mean like becoming a specialist in, you know, being able to be accountant or anything. I just mean basic knowledge about finances, how to save, for instance, knowledge about how to improve on spending, how to be mindful and intentional, especially on your monthly expenditures and all that. I did a video last month about the strategies and habits I want to put into 2022 to help me saving, and a friend of mine shared with me a very good app which I'm going to attach here. It's called Monify or Manify, I don't know how to pronounce it, and it's a very nice app which like gives you categories, like it gives you a template to be able to key in your spending in every month. Once you spend, in every day actually, once you spend something, you just click on an icon, and then when you click on that icon, you can put, oh, you spend, I'm going to attach it here, and then you can also download on your phone. There's the free version, and there's the, you know, the upgraded version. You can choose whichever. I'm using the free one for now. Before I'll be able to subscribe to get more features of the app. I feel like finances is an area that is people don't talk about so much, but it's an area that once you master the basics, you can really improve your life and your future, because you'll be mindful on how you spend and how you invest for your future. So those are my 5 things that I feel are key to improvement, can help in leveling up. If you have any other thing that you feel also can help in leveling up for the year 2022, just comment down below, and let's continue discussing, let's continue learning, living and thriving together.